Yo, what is going on, my dudes? Today is another RuneScape news coverage video, and we're going to cover the stream that went on Tuesday that revealed a bunch of new stuff. But one thing that is highly requested, the bank rework. So let's just jump right into it. Alright guys, so yeah, like I said, the bank rework, a lot of you people are gonna be really happy to see all this information we got. But huge caveat and huge preface I gotta go before we get into this. What you're seeing is work by Mod Hunter, shown off by Mod Shawnee, and what he has done is updated scripts in the current game that will allow for the features that you're going to be seeing on screen to work with the current bank. That being said, this is not, I repeat, this is not the bank rework in its entirety. These are just certain features that are promised with the bank rework, and certain things cannot come until they do a full bank rework. That distinction is very important. Also, just because what you're seeing on screen is possible with the current builds does not mean that it's gonna come before the full bank rework. However, it doesn't mean it won't. Again, keep that in mind. You're gonna be seeing things working with the current bank, but that doesn't necessarily mean they will come into the game before the official bank rework. Alright, with that caveat, let's jump into it. Alright, first and foremost, here is the bank. This is the current bank with a new updated UI to match the new features associated with what we're going to be expecting with the full release. The first thing they show off is your bank presets. As you can see at the bottom, it says now 1 through 10, and you can keybind all 10 of the available presets right there on the go and not have to shuffle between just 2 at any given time. Also, the managing your presets interface will be accessible straight from the bank, meaning it's going to load a lot faster because it's now embedded into the bank itself rather than a separate interface. So that's a neat little update. The next up is accessing Diango's interface straight from the bank. So there's going to be a little button on the bank, click it, and now opens up Diango's list of items he has stored for you, and you can then withdraw items straight from there into your backpack. Really nifty feature. The next thing they show off is access to your player-owned house costume straight from the bank. So again, another icon, you just click on it, it then opens up the player-owned house costume room interface. And even within that, they'll have a drop-down menu where you can change the storage facility, whether it be the cape rack, the magic wardrobe, etc. And a nifty thing about this particular feature is you can withdraw or deposit directly into this using the bank. So you do not have to go to your house to access these features whatsoever. And finally, the last thing they show off is something known as cleanup mode. Basically, this is a button that is essentially the wise old man thing, checking your bank for anything in there that you just may not necessarily need or can be stored with Diango. So all you do is hit the button for cleanup mode. It'll then transfer you to this interface where you'll be able to see all the items that you don't necessarily need or can be stored with Diango, which is even now, like I said, more convenient because you can access Diango to get those things back straight from the bank. So that's going to make it even easier if you're trying to clean out your bank. You do not have to go to the wise old man and go through chat logs, etc. and access it there. Any bank you go to, hit that cleanup mode, you're good to go. And that is pretty much all the features they showed off in the bank rework so far. Again, these are things that do work with the current build of the bank, but it's not everything the bank rework has to offer. We still need a complete bank overhaul in order to provide things like placeholders or having 2 stacks of the same item in different tabs. Those kinds of features need to come with the full release. And I don't know how Jagex is going to do it, but these features that I just showed you can come into the game prior to the official release of the full rework, and we could toy around with these long before the actual one comes out. But that's up to Jagex, and they said they're not making any promises on that front. We may have to wait until the full rework to get any of these features. And that's it for the video, guys. If you enjoyed it, hit that like button. If you are not subscribed yet and you want to stay up to date on all things RuneScape related, then hit that subscribe button. Anyways, I appreciate you guys watching. I am out. Peace.